and welcome to this video in which I'll be reacting to Australia's song for Eurovision 2024, One Milkali by Electric Fields.
A disclaimer. I hadn't addressed this before because I had hoped that the EBU would come to the correct decision by now, but since they have not, I do need to address it myself. Israel should not be allowed to participate at the Eurovision Song Contest 2024. If Russia hadn't been banned in 2022, maybe we'd be having a different conversation right now, and on a personal note, maybe Eurovision wouldn't have become such an important part of my life, but this is the reality that we are living in, so this is the conversation that we are having. Regardless of what you think of the current atrocities happening in Gaza, intentionally cutting off other people's access to food, water, and electricity is abhorrent, not to mention the act of killing. If you think governments and broadcasters should be considered as separate entities, consider the situation with Russia again. There is a video explaining why Israel shouldn't be allowed to participate linked in the description, and the creator also calls to action about what you can do yourself. Please watch that video and do something. Further resources are also listed as and when they become relevant. I'll stop talking about this when it stops being relevant.
I am filming this a few minutes before the premiere of the music video. I have heard someone confirm that it is Electric Fields, but I've also heard over the last few weeks about 10 names probably being thrown about, including Damien. Someone joked saying it's going to be Voyager again because of their skit they did. I wonder if a country did just start sending the same artist year after year. Would the EBU interfere? Nothing against it in the rules. Electric Fields, however, would be pretty nice because it means that SBS is working with people they already know from national finals, and I'm pretty sure they've given out the points for Australia before, as in they've been the spokespeople, so it would be pretty nice because they're known to the Eurovision community, so we can at least get behind it unless the song's really bad. Other than the rumours about the names, I've heard nothing. Don't know what kind of genre the song's in, whether it's definitely in English, nothing. So I'm pretty excited because this is one that I truly know very little about. It's very difficult to keep these secrets because like even Nemo the code we found out about kind of at the latest the day before. I don't know, it's kind of impossible to keep secrets at Eurovision. I'm excited that Australia is back after all, that they didn't stop because of financial issues. I'll be back once the premiere starts. Robin's decided to show up, so changing the angle slightly. And then I'm ready to watch the premiere. Lots of EFs in the chat. Eurovision Song Contest, Roo Train, and 20 million kangaroo emojis. Being released at 5 AM in Australia. 2 minutes! Oh, I'm gonna be back in the 2 minutes once the countdown timer is up. Now. Ah, it is Electric Fields. One Milkali, One Blood. Okay. Billions. Oh, those are some cool visuals. That can be recreated on the Eurovision stage. Okay. No, these visuals definitely can be up on the Eurovision stage. Oh, this is a bob. Milkali. Nice. Oh yeah, what a jury note. That's cool. Okay. This is a slightly slightly spiritual song. This is cool. There's a lot of interesting sounds happening in the production as well. Oh, what is that called? Didgeridoo? I like the 0.618. Oh, what a build to the second chorus, or post-chorus. I think this is pretty unique this year at Eurovision. That's pretty cool. I don't know their names yet, but what's the one on the right going to be doing for most of the song? I think there was some singing done by them earlier, but I don't know. It seems like the person on the left singing more. Oh, to be honest, I'm not so familiar with electric fields, but this is really cool. This is really cool. Nice. Very nice. That's very enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable, very easy to listen to. I am just realising that because I've turned the camera on Robin, the video will be very small, so I apologise for that, but what can you do? What do you think, Robin? One Milkali? I'm pretty happy with that for Australia. And they had some cool ideas with the souls, or I don't know, their vibes being also projected within the music video, or just edited within the music video. But you can totally do that on the Eurovision stage and it will look unique, because I don't think we've seen something like that before, really. Obviously there's always play with shadows, but not like souls. That would be pretty cool. And this song feels both like it could be on the radio, everywhere basically, and uniquely Australian. I don't know if Fleetwood Mac is Australian, I assume so, and Janet, I don't know who Janet is. I'm gonna need to look that up. There was maybe a didgeridoo in there? Question mark. But even with the One Milkali, I assume that's in a language that's native to Australia, so that's also pretty cool to have a language that probably has never been at Eurovision before. Oh, Robin's just moving further and further away. There we go. There you are. Now you're in shot. You're just at the edge of the pillow. How rude of you. It's not rude. You're very, very sweet. Thank you for being here. I think that'll be such a cool staging idea with the souls, because that's what I'm getting hung up on right now, but I also think that's what's super interesting about this, and what would be super interesting on the Eurovision stage, especially with just AR. You can do that pretty easily, I imagine, especially with all the effects Poland likes to use. This would be an actually good use of effects. The song itself generally is easy to listen to, but has those Australian elements, so it feels unique in that way. I don't know what the staging will be like at the end of the day, but if it's done well, which I think Australia tends to be good at getting their staging right, I think this shouldn't really have issues qualifying, especially if people want just an easy to listen to song and the staging is good. But if the staging is mediocre or lackluster, it will struggle, because yes, it's got those Australian sounds, but that doesn't help so much if you've got no diaspora, or if you've got any neighbours. Obviously, closest thing to a neighbour being the UK, and they are voting in a correct semi-final, so there's a chance that the UK could be helping out, but the song will need to do well on its own without the help of the UK in order to qualify. I do think it's really cool that Australia is sending artists who have wanted to go previously, who are known within the Eurovision community, who the broadcaster knows and can work with. If they not going to have a national final, I think this is a very good way of internally selecting. It's kind of what Slovenia did with Raven. We'll have to wait and see if they definitely qualify, but because the music video was very simple but had those cool ideas in it, I imagine you can do a pretty simple staging to have good voice control, but have those cool ideas from the music video and have a very effective staging. I think that's possible. It's not going to be amongst my absolute favourites, but I'll definitely enjoy it when it comes up on the playlist. I can't seem to find any information immediately about what language Milkali is actually in. As I say, I assume it's a language native to Australia, but I will make sure to look it up properly once the information is available. I'm just not able to look it up right now, but if I do find anything out, I've put it on the screen now. I think this is pretty cool. I genuinely think it's a very, very cool choice for Australia. Pretty safe one as well generally, which is slightly worrying because our safe entry is going to get through. Maybe not, but as I say, I think this has enough of a special spark to get it through to the final, and with a good staging I won't be worried at all. And it seems like the music video is introducing us to ideas that could be great for the staging. Obviously, if they've got other ideas, go for them as well. Nothing says that you need to use the ideas in the music video, but I think because they're so simple and so easy to actually present on the Eurovision stage, I would really recommend them because they just look cool. And if it's not done this year by Electric Fields, someone else will eventually get around to doing the soul thing. 30 songs now, a maximum of 7 left. How exciting. It's stressful. I've not got much more to say because realistically I don't think this is a winner, but I also don't know that Australia's necessarily going for the win. Maybe with Danny M they were, but everyone else I reckon is just there to have fun. the way Australia gets up at 5 AM to watch Eurovision and have fun. I don't think they're really going for the win. So it's cool to have artists that are already known to the Eurovision bubble and who do represent the country of Australia. I think it's a pretty cool choice, and yeah, it's not going for the win, but I think it's fun. I appreciate Australia being there, just because I feel like I need to say this, otherwise some people could get angry. My issue with Israel at Eurovision 2024 isn't them not being in Europe. They are within the European Broadcasting Union and Australia is an invited partner. That's not the issue. That's not my issue with Israel taking part at Eurovision 2024. If I could, I would basically make a world division, but that would also be impractical on the basis of having too many songs. So countries within the European Broadcasting Union region and Australia is a good deal because Australia just loves Eurovision. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it, that got something out of it. I'll see you in the next one that shows up on your feed. Bye! Why is it so wonky? That's better. Aww.